Hi, everyone. Today I would like to talk about mystical experiences. So, I had a conversation with one of my clients a couple of weeks ago, and he told me the story that about 20 or 25 years ago, he had this profound mystical experience, and he felt amazing. And the whole world became rosy, and it was blissful, and he was in such a state of awe and wonder. And he describes, when he talks about it, he is like full of love. It's amazing. And then he says, well, after a couple of weeks it faded out, the feeling left me, and I'm seeking to get that same feeling again ever since. And I get really he wouldn't call it depressed, but maybe melancholic or something. I don't know if that's the correct word. Um, like, because this is one of my Dutch speaking friends, so I'm trying to translate in my head. Um, so what is this all about? And how did this conversation go? Because I think it could help a lot of you that are seeking that mystical experience, and they start on a journey by reading and meditating and breathing exercises and going through the process of trying to find again that feeling that they had in that moment, or in a couple of weeks until it left them again. And I totally relate with that. There are many, many times in my life that I had mystical experiences that left me. And then, because I had no way of understanding what was going on, my mind tried to make me believe that it never happened. And so now I know that all those times in my life when I had those experiences, that I really had those experiences. So that's number one. It took away, where I am today, I know that all those experiences were absolutely real, what we can call real. What is real? Real is what never changes. But I mean, so it's real in my earthly experience, it's real in my human experience. And so I would love to give you another perspective, another way of looking at it. Like, what if? I love those what ifs. What if it is the other way around? What if the experience is the human experience that the soul wanted to have? So now we identify with our humanness, with our body, with our mind. We think that's who we are, and we crave the mystical experience. But what if you think about yourself as I am the divine? I am that mystical. I am that being that we crave to be, but I'm there already. I am that infinite being. I am that divine being. And now I have an earthly experience. If you look at it that way, then you could ask yourself, what is going on here? Why am I looking for something that I am? Think about that. And I promise you, the thinking is not going to do much, but I would love to give you because your mind is going to fool you. Your thoughts are fooling you 24/7. But I do invite you to make like to do a mental exercise. And so what if you are that what if that mystical experience is always happening? So I'm sitting here and I'm talking to you, and I am that infinite being using this body, and I use words to make you understand something on the human plane. But what if I would just sit here and I would look at you and I would see, which I do, your divine essence. If I see your divine essence and you look in the mirror, you can see my divine essence. So I invite you to look at me as a mystical experience. So you take a deep breath in, you connect with who you really are, you let go of everything that doesn't serve you in this moment, and you focus on my divine essence. In that moment, you will have a divine experience. You know how you can just sometimes walk through nature and a sense of awe and beauty and love and all the good stuff is falling over you. That's a mystical experience. That is when you can, that when you become one with nature, you are, because we are all it. So that is a mystical experience. So instead of looking for it like out there, and that's also what it means to wake up. When you wake up, you walk around as that mystical being, that divine being. You have, everything becomes a mystical experience. You don't need to close your eyes, go inside and have that mystical experience, because that is just like a short period of time. You come back out and you go back about your day. But the ultimate is to understand that everything that we do here is the mystical experience. There is no separation. So let's say that you go through your day as, and knowing, you tell your mind, this is a mystical experience. This is a mystical experience. This is me experiencing life through my humanness so I can have this human experience. Wow, what a revelation. What a revelation. Oh my God, these people, why are they saying that to me? Like it reflects who I am. You walk through your life with wonder. Why? Wow, this is amazing. Why is this happening to me? I am so in awe. Even if the things that are happening to you are for a human being negative. Because it's only what we, it's only the interpretation that we give it. Everything is on a stick, as I always say. It has the two sides. If you're very aggravated, there is also a lot of relaxation on the other side. You just have to break through that and just see it and laugh. Laughter is such a good thing. When you laugh, you go through a lot of barriers. So the reason why I'm having this conversation is because I want to invite you to stop seeking and to be in the moment, the power of now. You know, Eckhart Tolle said it's so beautiful, but I think that a lot of people still have a hard time with being in the now, because if you're in the now, it means that you are your mystical experience. You are living the mystical experience using the body mind to just go through your day. You could have chosen to be an angel and just float around, but you didn't. You wanted to be this person. I wanted to be this person. And I remember the moment that I decided to come and to have this experience, and to how I chose my mother, my father, my whole entire, and do I forget that? All the time. All the time. Awareness is key. You have to be aware, and you have to tell yourself, wow, I'm living the mystical experience. The mystical experience is here now. I would love to hear from you guys. How is this going for you? Like, if you really stop and pause, and what if this moment is the mystical experience, what comes up for you? How does that go? What comes up? I would love to hear from you. And then I know that no matter what comes up, if you have that, put it in the comments. I really, really invite you to do that, because you don't realize that with that comment, you help somebody else. You help somebody to get like that little nudge that they need to also wake up and to also see that this is the mystical experience, that there is nothing to seek, that you are it now in this moment. You are a divine being and you're having an earthly experience. Please let me know how this goes for you. Also, like, subscribe, share with somebody that you think that could benefit from this video. My goal is just to wake up one more person every day. Have a wonderful day, you guys. See you next time. Until the next video. Bye for now.